I'm excited. I mean, this is our first time casting together Panda, and I'm really excited. This is the RSL, bargain bunch. Had a little kind of mini roster apocalypse in a way, but I feel they can bounce back for it for sure.
Oh, I definitely agree. There's some interesting roster choices that is a bit out of the norm. We see Big P in the jungle. It's like a word from protection. It may not be true, but I'm just gonna go on and say, with my knowledge, we could be seeing Big P in the jungle or mid lane. I'm not sure, but knowing we see the Athena first banned, what would you like to see Bargain Bunch banned, just in general? Not even first.
I mean, you got to ban Artemis, Artio, Persephone. I mean, those are just your very overall meta picks right now. With the bow build still being viable, Artio with her buff, and just Persephone just doing just so much damage overall. I mean, Odin in a way, but at the same time, I feel like with the Bluestone, kind of buff, I feel like King Arthur might be another thing. But at the same time, I don't know if Asian plays King Arthur or against Panda.
Yeah, we are seeing a bit of a throwback to when Morgan Le Fay was releasing available in comp. Both Morgan Le Fay and Tiamat being banned, and there's the Odin ban. All very meta bans that we've seen quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's as we do look, the bargain bench has had Odin banned against it 100% of the time. As we do see the Artio being banned out, which is again 100% for Hell's minions.
Yeah, and I mean, Ken's Panda is definitely gonna lock in Hell. I mean, you ban Odin, so I guess you could instant lock, but at the same time, Cerberus is still up, so that's really good into Hell. What else? Persephone is available. I don't know if they have I'm sorry, but Muffin plays Persephone. I don't know, because I think Persephone overall just offers so much AoE crowd control, and especially with Cerberus, that's easy.
Yeah, there's direct anti-heal. He gets healing. I mean, a Hell into Cerberus isn't a good time for the Hell. That's to be expected when you first pick a Hell. What do you think is going to be their second pick? There's a lot to go off of. You have to assume Cerberus is going to solo. So do you want them to set their front line or go for a backliner?
I mean, if anything, it looks like Hera's being hovered. I know Pete Muffins also like this Hera. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a jungler from Barker's Bunch on the second round. I mean, Stepdad loves his Thanatos. He looked phenomenal. He still looks phenomenal on the Thanatos and Loki. But I mean, why not pick up Uller? I mean, Uller, we see him in SPL, and he just dominates that duo lane.
Yeah, Uller is very dominant, especially with the dominance into trans build. Not dominance, Jotun's Wrath into trans build. With Jotun's being so cheap. And we see a bit of a resurgence of Geb lately after his buffs to Cataclysm and its ability to kill now, which is still weird to say. Geb definitely has a place in this jungle. How do you think, not in the jungle, in the support role, how do you think that's going to shake up?
I mean, Gev, he still doesn't have that early aggression as most supports do. But with this Uller, I feel like they might have a 50-50 chance, but once Uller finishes Jotun's, I think you're gonna see this Uller pop off for sure. By that time, I think Geb is gonna start rolling out into like some lanes, Cataclysm, trying to get some picks. Especially, what's odd is Wheelix. I haven't really seen Stepdad on this pick, but I mean, it makes sense. Cerberus is a knockup. Hera's knockup as well when she summons Argus, and Wheelix just really carries the early game around level 2.
Yeah, she really can, and especially with Uller, you have to think they're looking out of that duo lane, shutting down that Uller. His main escape is a jump and a speed buff. So if Felix is able to pull that in, that's either beads or the Uller's life, you have to think. We do see Ganesha and Tsukiyomi being banned. Tsukiyomi definitely rising with Bumbas and all that. And Ganesh is just he's always been good. It's really how it is.
Yeah, I mean, Ganesh is really good for, the Dharmic Pillars is really nice, but at the same time, it's Rogue Pie. I play with Rogue Pie, great guy. But I'm surprised if they leave up Mimir. I feel like he's going to slam Mimir immediately. But who knows? Umoja's also up as well. But I mean, I think the Tsukiyomi and Ravana is a really good ban against Crow, especially in this comp because if he gets in the backline with Hera, I feel like Hera could also be in danger, especially with Roski because we still don't know if this duo lane's picked up yet for the Bargain Bunch.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a big thing. Is we do see the honor being banned out. You have to think that's
that will do.
all right. I'm going to cut all the conversation I was going to have.
Oh.
Sylvanas being picked.
I was completely wrong.
Yeah, there's the Sylvanas. Rogue Pie must be liking this Sylvanas. How do you feel about it? It's just passive and all that.
I feel like his passive is the new passive is decent in a way. It's really enjoyable. I mean, you get reduced cooldowns. I mean, you could slam Sylvanas' abilities like nonstop. But at the same time, I feel like if you miss like a single route, you're kind of just done. If you get picked out or out of position, Hell's Minions looks like they're gonna punish you or punish Rogue Pie for picking up the Sylvanas.
Yeah, that's almost going to be true. I mean, it has to be. If you don't punish Sylvanas, he's just gonna reset and then try and do whatever he's gonna do again. As we do see Hell's Minions hovering up Pele and picking it. Pele, a very dive-heavy god, whether she jolts into the back line with her ultimate or just hits a frontliner. That is a... Alright. I have knowledge on Big P, and he has two nicknames that I know of and that I willingly call him by. That's Big Poseidon and Big Persephone. This is a major comfort pick for Big P, and as we see Cupid being picked up. But I would really like to talk about this Poseidon with you. How do you feel about it, especially with the comp of Hell's Minions?
I mean, I really do like this Pele pickup. Like I said, with all these new changes into the Mace trees, Pele's just more viable. Ability base, her Volcanic Rush, Eruption. I mean, everything about it is really good on Pele. Like you said before, Poseidon. I wasn't really surprised to see Vic P on this Poseidon because he plays it, every single chance he can. But one thing is Roski did pick up the Cupid, so I mean they do have some cripples to slow down the Pele, the Uller and Poseidon. But I mean, it's gonna be rough if Roski just keeps ulting just to defend himself, or is he gonna ult to engage? So we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, we definitely will. It's gonna be the sort of talk of the match is if Roski's on the back foot or not. Because if he's on the front foot, Cupid is very, very strong. But if Kyber on this Uller's ahead, it's not going to be looking good for Cupid because that's going to be an ult used defensively, and then you're going to see a Pele just going through. You could see her ult just being used to chase, as you do go CC immune. So you just ult through Cupid's ult, and now you're next to him with your ult. What is a Cupid going to do? You burn his dash even further. It separates him from your team and all that. So we're going to see how Hell's Minions execute on their comp, and hopefully Bargain Bunch could do the same. Who knows? Let's see in game.
Yeah, I mean, like you said before, I mean, Pele, I mean, when she uses her ultimate into Cupid, it's just going to be a little hard to shut down. Or actually just run this Cupid down. So I feel like Rogue or Rogue Pie or even Stepdad are gonna have to defend Roski a little bit more. But at the same time, I'm confident in Roski to see what he can do on this Cupid because we do see two different builds coming up from the ADC: Hunter's Cow versus T1 bows. Why not Boomsphere into Hilton's Tree?
Yeah, I would like to say that Kyber is using the bit of a meta start. It's especially on a god like Uller. Uller abilities, cooldowns. I don't think I have to say more. If he's able to spam all two of his abilities as necessary, he looks incredibly strong always. But how do you feel? I know you mentioned that the bow build's still meta, but on gods like Cupid who don't really have a stim or anything like that, do you think trans fits in well?
I feel like you might want to pick up trans just for mana consumption. I wouldn't think it's too bad if you can hit the Fields of Love. But I mean, I feel like it's still a good item, like you said before. But we do see some aggression coming out from Kyber.
Yeah. Hawk is definitely proving it. There's a good stun from Roski that's going to get Hells and Minions dueling off of them. It's
yeah. I mean, like you said, like I was saying before, I think. Oh,
that's just Kitten's Panda. That's just being a mage. Asian.
yeah,
That's just unfortunate.
yeah.
So we do see Pele going in and backing out. Just spotted out. That's how unfortunate. But at least scared them to their tower line. Maybe available to get something. Big P.
You gotta hit those Tiger Slayers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of odd. I'm sorry. Oh, muffin.
Oh, this is not looking good. Polymorph used, but Big P picks up the kill. But there's Hard Stepdad with the return.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely huge for Barbie. Oh, nice pull though. Okay, Rogue, I see you.
Rogue Pie definitely pulling up.
Yeah, but I mean it's unfortunate for Elo's agent because he's going into hell, but yet he's still doing the Vamp Shroud. I hope this is. I wouldn't rush Tyrannicals if in a way, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see until this build develops a little bit more.
Yeah, from my limited knowledge of Solo Lane, looking at it, so it's from what I've gathered from all the SPL knowledge that I have. It seems as if Tyrannical Plate Helm isn't as good as it once was. It's still a good item, sure, but it's more so a situational god type item. And on Serb, you have to imagine that you're wanting this Stone of Binding because it's 1700 in a quick spike.
He barely missed the pull there, but yeah, man, I just feel like you definitely have to know who you're going up go up against in a lane because this build for Il's agents kind of sets him behind in a way because he's not gonna out sustain or not sustain, but Big P getting a pick off him up in the mid.
Yeah, that's a solo kill. We do see Celebration. It's Asian hitting level 5, as does Crow. As we see O'Wheelish getting some good aggression, Hard Stepdad going into the tower, and it looks like that won't stop him from getting the kill on Atomic Hawk.
Yeah, I really like this aggression from Stepdad. He saw that there was a duo rotation over there on the solo side. He was like, you know what, we're gonna do the same thing in an ADC side. So I really like that.
Yeah, that was definitely a good play, Hard Stepdad. Picking up a lot, and that's what needs to happen. Excuse me, especially if you're on a Wheelish. Both junglers do have their Jotun's Wrath now. It's a good item. It's uber cheap. There's no reason you shouldn't be picking it up unless you're playing an auto attack hunter in the jungle. Which why are you doing that?
I mean, you can still go mannequins. Mannequins is still good, but at the same time, you could still play AA gods. But I feel like right now everything like Jotun's being really cheap. They added the power on Crusher, especially Beat Stick. So I mean, it's just having ability based junglers back and somewhat even with AA gods.
Yeah, it's honestly nice to see. I really enjoy seeing them being used. A good rollout by Atomic Hawk. We do see that Sylvanas being pressured, and Sylvanas almost down, having to force both ults. Pele low, and those autos from Roski is gonna get them off.
Yeah, it's funny because we did see Crow ults in onto the Pele mids, and he's beats to get out of Field of Love, and Rogue Pie just says, "All right, I'm good."
Yeah, he does burn his ult though, but it's Sylvanas ult, so I could have assisted. We do see Kitten's Panda just sustaining being hell, but it's Asian able to get some nice, good damage utilizing the Stone of Binding passive and that paralyzing spit. We do see extra magical damage being pressed out on It's Asian from the ability, the slow and that. We do see Asian pressuring. Good, although I am just confused in these fights, Hard Stepdad. Almost getting picked, but it seems as if we're going to see Asian getting picked. And beautiful Rupa Cataclysm! Atomic Hawk getting the kill there. as we do see Rogue Pie picked out. It's Big P, Kittens Panda, and Crow. Rogue Pie is low. Rogue Pie's at 1. Big P getting the kill. Pressure on Muffin. That's gonna fall as Crow goes for the camps.
Yeah, I mean, we did see, Crow hanging on Stepdad, so Kitten's Panda kind of saw or knew exactly what was going to happen, and they managed to turn that around in their favor. But I don't think, the bargains must need to be here right now. There's nothing to fight over this.
Yeah, it looks like they were trying to fight over that Scorpion. Mel's minions managed to get it. And that just kind of stopped, although we did see Argus being slapped down.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there wasn't really much to offer. They got the FG Scorpion for Hell's Minions, but other than that, it was a 4v2. So they didn't really need to waste anything there, in my opinion.
As we do see Kittens, you might be getting this blue buff invaded. It is blue buff being invaded, as looking at the backs, but the backs are down. Here comes Atomic Hawk. We do see a possible rotation on Kittens. Kittens does not have those beads, as Asian does have the ult, but the knowledge of a Geb being here makes it not likely that anything's gonna happen. Huge double ult. Beads being used. No. Cleanse. Cleanse from the hell. I forgot she has that. As we do see Atomic Hawk falling low, as Hardstep having to escape. Ult being used from Crow. As we do see Rogue almost dying. Ew, it's Asian being rooted. He's dying. Beautiful play. But from all 3 members of Bargain Bunches, they're aggressing on Asian. Another kill, a double kill from Asian.
Yeah, that's just so unfortunate for Hell's Minions because it looked like they had the advantage. They had the extra reinforcements, but Bargain Bunch turned it out in their favor. So yeah, that's very nice for Il's Asian, but you gotta be careful here, Muffin. I don't know if you want to do that.
Yeah, looking at goal differences though, that still isn't going to put Bargain Bunch even. It's not going to put them even, but they do have a small lead into XP, less than 500, so not too significant. That is about a half level, as that does fluctuate towards the people. About minions. Oh, it looks like we're going to see no ult today from Hard Stepdad. There's the rollout being used, and fall out of aggression.
I mean, that's fine. Yeah. Like I said, there's not much to do.
Good shield on Geb. That might have on.
Oh,
Crow falling, as we do see Hard Stepdad escape. Argus being used.
Nice.
Good pull. Big P's doing all he can to save. So it looks like aggression's gonna dissipate. Again, they get Crow. They want to shut down this Pele as fast as possible. And they are doing just that.
Yeah, I mean, I was really scared for Bargain Bunch. If Big P had the Kraken, that would have been a huge Kraken for Big P, but unfortunately he still has it on cooldown. But it is up now. I wonder if he's going to try to secure his red. He could probably do it here.
Yeah, although it is 3 people. Huge Kraken, as we do see Hard Stepdad jumping in, although the pull obstructs it. Here's Kyber. Muffin almost falling. He's close. And it looks like Hard Stepdad picks up Big P, but mid for mid. There is Crow. Here's Kyber. As we do see Rogue Pie falling low. And Hard Stepdad even lower. Fields of Love being used. Hard Stepdad falling. Crow also falls. Kyber getting the triple.
Whoo, yeah, and Kyber's almost done. He has some decent stacks on that Transcendence now, and that's going to put this Uller ahead so much faster now, and that's something you definitely don't want to see.
Yeah, Uller at 20 stacks of Transcendence, now 19, but soon to be 20. That is a lot. Transcendence on 50 stacks. He's now halfway. Kittens Panda being pressured by Asian. Ult being used. You know how that deal goes. Heals up. All that. Kyber, again, pressing that lead. clearing these scorpions. You have to imagine he might be going over to the enemy scorpion, clearing wave, getting close to this trans being fully stacked. Before that fight broke out, I did want to talk about some builds. We do see Big P going on to this Charon's coin. How do you feel about that?
It kind of received the nerf and the power. But overall, I still think it's a really nice item because for the HP5 and MP5. But I feel like in mid now, if you don't know if you're not going to get the kills, it'll probably put you behind.
Oh,
Asian.
Crow making Asian fall. Stepdad looking at something. Beads being used. Jump from Stepdad. He gets the trade. That's just unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, I feel bad for Crow, but I don't think that's worth it in his opinion because he's just he's trying to invade, trying to put pressure, but he's behind, and you're just feeding the Sawilix a little bit more. So Crow needs to be careful going out into these as the game goes on.
Kyber is nearing making this fight even huge. Kraken and Muffin's low. Kyber getting kill. Rogue being stunned. He's low. We're not gonna see a knockup from Stepdad today. Atomic Hawk looking. There's the good old Whirlpool. Atomic Hawk picking up the kill. Kittens making the rotation. You have to think Bargain Bunch is looking at Gold Fury now.
I mean, they're all here. I feel like they need to. So Hell Minions can easily just take this Gold Fury. But one thing I really want to emphasize is if Muffin knows he's going up against Poseidon, you gotta have Aegis, man. I mean, yeah, Beads is fine, but if you want to keep fighting and mitigate something huge, I feel like Aegis might have saved you there. But at the same time, with Kyber rotating over there as well, it's a little situation right there.
Yeah, Kyber didn't even use his axe in that first engagement. So even if the Aegis was used, that knockup would have been used. But aggression on Muffin once again, he gets blown up. And
I mean, yeah, I mean, now Pele hurts. Jotun's beat sick. But unfortunately, Muffin is kind of falling behind on this her, and he definitely don't want to see her behind. I mean, all she's good for is Argus, if that. But if the Hell's Minions just turn on Argus, then just done.
It's not going to look too good. We do see Hell's Minions picking up the Pyro. They did get both neutral objectives. Kyber does have that Transcendence fully stacked. Both maces built. This is not looking good. He does have a lot of power. I don't know the exact on Transcendence, but I do know that he has.
It's 85.
85? Yeah, a quick math.
He's hitting already.
Yeah, he's hitting. It's 281 power.
But I mean, you see the Buddha's Dagger passive and everything as well. So
yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't want to fight Kyber on this Uller.
Yeah, you can't. He's gonna just axe you and blow you up from there. As we do see Dumore being, well, not being picked up, but about to be picked up. The tier 2 of it, being picked up by Kitten's Panda. How do you feel about this?
I mean, I guess it's really situational, but Cupid uses Fields of Love. Oh, okay. I feel like Rotsky could have done more of aggression, but Kyber still had both relics up, so he wasn't really scared.
Yeah. So at least from my perspective of the ADC lane, Crusher may be able to get a finish. Beads was used, but here's Crow and missing the ult. That's just unfortunate.
Yeah. I thought Kyber was going to instantly kill this Cupid with a nice solid axe, but he dashed away from the one, so yeah, that saved him, but he would have been dead.
I was about to say, he ended up hitting that axe, but forcing out the beads from Rusky, and that is huge, especially when you're an older, because you're relying on those bees being down. Otherwise, you can't reliably get your combo off.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but going back to this Doomware pick, I mean, I don't know. It's power, mana. If Kitten's Panda is going to be moving a lot on this Hell, why not? But at the same time, we do see this fire giant, and nobody on Bargain Bunch. Oh, now Bargain Bunch is starting to
It's
realize.
being burned fast. Big P does have Kraken. Kraken being used. Hell's Minion secures it. Rogue Pie able to get that off, but it's not going to do anything but a knock up. Kyber getting the kill on Muffin. He's low. Kin's Panda getting the kill on Rogue Pie. That's another stack on the Charon's coin for Big P.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the only really strategy that Bargain Bunch can do is like try to send Roski to split push, but at the same time, it's like, Asian.
Asian not looking too good. Another stack on Charon's coin. Kyber picking up the another kill. That's just wrong.
Yeah, especially with Roski not being here, I feel like they probably had a chance or could probably still be alive, but it's fine. But now it looks like they're gonna threaten this right side Phoenix.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to push it down. I just realized that Atomic Hawk picked up Emperor's armor, but I'm going to put that on hold. Kyber couldn't escape. Good shutdown from Roski's, but that was all off of the back of Hard Stepdad and his moon pole. Don't know the actual name, but moon pole sounds funny.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Bargain Bunch, if they were group on 5, they could have easily they should have secured this right side Phoenix.
Yeah, they
but
win
for 100%. Oh, nice pull from Rogue 5, but it looks like he's gonna roll out. He's fine. See you later.
Yeah. See you later. He's a Geb.
Bro, I'm telling you, we need a Transformers Battle Pass. I need to hear Geb Optimus Prime roll out. But anyways.
Okay, I'm on board for it too. All right, you got me. Crow using that ult to escape. You can say they're trying to follow. Split push Pele is an interesting choice. Certainly is.
I mean, who else are you gonna send over there though? Really? I mean, you definitely want your ADCs to do structured damage to the Phoenix. But I mean, like I said before, if they were a 5-stack, easily that right side Phoenix would have been down, and they could have easily taken the T2 in mid and shut down that left side.
Yeah, I agree. So we do see Oracles were picked up by Bard. They could be looking the Oni Fury as it is. Sorry about that one. It was being pulled by Bard.
Yeah, I mean, if you're really gonna do, okay,
that's how. Ken's Panda getting a heal off before she gets done.
Yeah, it's.
Guys, we do see Hell's Minions doing this. They're burning it, and it's gone.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much that you can do with a level 17 Hell running at a level 14 Hera. In my opinion, I feel like if you're just caught out, she does her whole debuff on you, and you're gone. Yeah, it's just unfortunate for Muffin.
Yeah, it really is. They look towards this tier 2 in the middle. All tier 2s, but this one in mid being down. Emperor's armor putting in its fair share of debuffing a tower. How do you feel? How do you feel about the Emperor?
I mean, it's really weird in my opinion. I mean, I hardly ever see it, unless it's in the old time Joust map, season 2, I believe. That was the only time I've ever seen Emperor's armor. But in Conquest, I think it's been a while, but I feel like Genetics has probably run it. But yeah, I mean, it's working for them. The slower attack speed on those towers, getting these objectives a little bit quicker, and without taking damage.
Yeah, it's working. Definitely an interesting pickup we don't see often, but it's working. Bargain Bunch do pick up the Draugr once again. It's going to make defense a tiny bit easier. Definitely not going to be easy, but no, the easier it is, the less work you have to do. But looking at the gold lead from Hell's Minions, it is 10,000. And that wasn't even the peak of it, looking at the graph. Might have been at 11,000 at one point. Yeah, that's just huge.
Yeah, I feel like Hell's Minions, once Kyber started rotating over into getting all these objectives, I feel like that's when Hell's Minions definitely skyrocket. I mean, Roski really hasn't made a really fully rotation besides defending that right side Phoenix. So I mean, I want to see something out of Roski with this next FG pickup, or actually Dance, because this is gonna decide the game here. Or it could decide the game early, really.
Yeah, I think it will, especially if Bargain Bunch gets close to wiped on it before the Fire Giants even picked up. Although the Belt of Frenzy, which is upgraded, is back up by Kitten's Panda. So that's if they do burn it, it's going to be burnt quick and
Yeah, it's
real.
really odd to see, a solo go built frenzy. I mean, Blink. I wouldn't really necessarily blink in on L, so I can understand why. But yeah, I mean, it looks like they're starting this FG, and Roski's still in that ADC lane for some reason. I don't know why. But
Yeah,
even if that, Bargain Bunch doesn't even know where they're at.
yeah, it's done. No ults needed. That's
I feel like that's just really uncalled for Bargain Bunch. You got to be there, man.
Yeah, you should know you had wardage. You knew your wards were destroyed. They should have been rotated over right then and there. So we do see it's Asian being picked up. It's so we're gonna see Roski back to defend this Phoenix. It's a 4v. It's a 4v1 being melted. Roski able to back and do what? I mean, now they're here for the uh, defense of the Titan, but again, that's 5 members with Fire Giant. Would
Yeah, I
love
mean,
being used.
mm, that's a little
Again,
oh.
that's Phoenix. Oh, good ult by the Sylvanas, as we do see Kitten. No, I can spend Atomic Hawk low having to leave. As the mid Phoenix is low, could be a successful mid Phoenix defense. Rogue Pie's low, and he's down. He shouldn't have stepped up there. There's the Oler, and I think Argus is there as Roski's down. A Muffin is deemed to be next as he's the shield and is able to escape. Big P getting the pick on you. It's Asian. They're going for the end. It's only hard stepdad. And a Wheelix can't kill 5 members at once. I think this is going to be Hell's Minions win in just about 23, not 23, just about 24 minutes. 23:46 to be exact.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of hard that with Illich's Asian down, it was kind of hard for Rogue Fight to find any, trying to like any way of defending that middle Phoenix. You see, he had to walk up in there, and other than that, once he uses ult, he was kind of just there. There was no pill or actually any relief from the backline for Bargain's Bunch.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, I want to see more. I guess more actually from Il's agent. I want to see like try not to get caught out as much, but at the same time, you know, try to work a little bit better. It's just I don't know what Bargain Bunch could have done to actually improve that game.
I think it just comes down to one this Hera pick. It's rough. It's either you have to get ahead or you're not doing anything at all. It's that's just the nature of the pick. And it just we did. Big P was on Poseidon. That's what it comes down to. Big P was on Poseidon, and that's just rough for anybody. Kittens Panda did really good on this hell. 4-0-6, although the MVP of this game was almost definitely Kyber. 8-1-5 with 16,000 player damage, top in the game. It's a lot, especially if you're an Oler. You rotated 3 times, got a triplet, just helped. Although, Jimmy, I think it's time for us to take a break. So, you want to head there?
Yeah,
Welcome back, Reap Smite fans. It is Panda Bear Ash and Jimmy, as we're here for game 2. It's a Bargain Bunch versus Hell's Minion. A great game 1. As we're going to head into picks and bans. Juicy as we transition. How are you doing after that game 1?
I'm really excited. I mean, great performance from Hell's Minions. Kyber looking phenomenal on the Uller. I mean, overall, Hell's Minions look like they were one-minded, working together. It looks like Bargain Bunch still need to work out some kinks on their team, communications, and definitely, I guess, visions around that FG because you cannot let these objectives go down for free.
Yeah, you really can't. Excuse me, same first bans from last time, as we do see the Artemis being banned and the Athena being banned. Do you think we're going to see, well, there's the Artio being banned from Bargain Bunch. Do you think we're going to see any bans directed at Big P from the Bargain?
I feel like maybe Hell. Just to sustain overall that Ken Spana offered for Bargain, but or I'm sorry, Hell's minions to I guess once everyone's low, trying to get a Phoenix. I mean, Hell just instantly boosts their health, HP 5 and everything. So I feel like that's probably a good one, but I don't know. There was just a lot going on from Hell's minion side that you have to worry about.
Yeah, it looks like Bargain Bunch opts to ban out the Tiamat. So we do see Hell's Minion banning out the Cerberus. Bargain Bunch is in that first pick position, so if they so choose, they can pick up the Hell.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily pick up the Hell. I don't feel like Asian. Maybe I mean, Asian probably doesn't play it. I definitely don't think Muffin plays it. But I mean, this does leave Persephone open. I feel like maybe Persephone could have probably done more than this hero. Who knows? But I mean, there's still LaFay open up as well.
Yeah, we did see a ban on the side of those minions, which is interesting to not see it. You usually see Persephone, but we do see Merlin being first picked. Uh, it's interesting. But you almost have to think that this is just Muffin saying, "All right, get me on this. Get me on this. Come on."
Face the wrath of a
I mean,
spawned.
don't get me wrong. I do like Merlin. They did buff the fire sense and whatnot, shred the protections and whatnot, but they just don't have no really actual secure unless later on in the comp they might have it. But I mean, you might as well just pick up LaFay and Hell in return. Kins Panda again on Hell, Big P on LaFay. A lot of fears, a lot of chaos going on already. But again, Rogue Pie on the Ymir, he did okay on Sylvanas. But at the same time, if this Ymirs get caught out, it's going to be a little rough for him.
There's the Kuzum bullet. Almost has to be for Asian because Rogue Pie and Ymir are just they're a great pairing. Do you think there is a world where this Ymir goes over to solo?
Um, I mean, Ymir solo is viable. Don't get me wrong. I feel like it is possible and it is doable. But I mean, Kuzubo reflect damage against the Hell's Kitten Spanda has to definitely be careful with everything like that. But even if, I mean, and Ullr's still up, so I mean, this is another great pickup for Hell's minions, especially for Kyber.
Yeah, Bargain Bunch was able to set their mid lane and their flanks and front line set, while House minions pick up their backline and soul laner as they look to ban out the jungler. Both teams do get being banned. Thani being banned from House minions. Do you think that we're going to see jungler banned from Bargain Bunch? Or well, there it is. There's the Tsukiyomi. As we do see House minion going to get the eighth pick. No, not the eighth, the seventh pick of the game.
Yeah, I mean, they really need. I mean, Ravana is really good. Crow's probably a second comfortable god underneath Tsukiyomi. Um, Also, easier to dive this Merlin because once he flickers out, that's it. But I mean, he still has the voice sense to knock up. The ice sense is slow, and I mean, fire just to shred anybody.
Yeah.
Um, but at the same time, I want to see Roski on another ADC. I feel like Cupid wasn't really performing very well, and even if that, he was just split pushing. So like team fighting oriented, like Fields of Love wasn't being used at the right times, in my opinion. So I kind of want to see. I don't know. Chiron. Who else is really good right now? Chernobog. I mean, if you really want to split push,
Sure, no, yeah. If you want to split
just
push, yeah, there's the
I
god.
mean, Apollo's up.
Paula, that too. Really, anyone with somewhat focus on abilities. I was about to say Danza, but into an Oler may not be the best decision, although Danza wouldn't be too horrible So we do see Fenrir being hovered for Bargain Bunch as it is picked. No, it's just Roski trying to decide on a ADC as we do see Hoi being picked up. Almost in the same type of Danzaboto, a very auto attack and ability based mix of a god. He definitely wants a tiny bit more attack speed than the traditional 20% exclusive because he doesn't have a stim, unlike Uller, or he doesn't really have that huge blow up potential like Don Zabordo. So you have to think that there at least can be one more attack speed item to be picked up. Although we do see this Ganesh being picked up by Hell's minions. That's going over to Atomic Hawk. How do you feel about this?
One thing I do have to say, like Stepdad needs to be careful with this Fenrir pick. I mean, Ganesh's own cancels his brutalize. Hell just cleans Ragnarok, so it's going to be interesting to see what Stepdad can do with these, two counter picks into this Fenrir. But I mean, it's really rough. I kind of wanted to see, like Hunsbat. I like Hunsbat. All right, I do like the monk, but I mean, at the same time, it's just when you want to play, I guess, that early game aggression, which Stepdad does very phenomenal, as you saw in game number 1.
He really, really did. He only started to fall when Kyber started rotating and making a 4v3, a 3v2, things like that. So we do see one thing that we didn't touch on, just kind of forgot about. It's Big P on Morgan Le Fay. You almost have to think that this is just same notoriety as his Poseidon, Persephone, and those are the two I meant to say. But it looks like we're gonna see Big P perform on this Morgan Le Fay in game. Let's transition.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see what Big P can do on this Le Fay. I mean, I feel like once Le Fay uses her knockback and her fear, I feel like she's easily diveable, and easily, really caught out. But Big P, from what I saw in the Poseidon, he was never too aggressive. He was always in the right position at the right time, so he was never getting picked up or getting picked out in any team fights or any engagements, really. So we just have to wait and see.
Yeah, a good double bounce to start off by Roski. As we do see a great pull. I'm just trying to grasp at straws here. But obviously we did touch on the jungle matchup into this Ganesh and the side of Hell's minions. So what do you see about this? How's it gonna go? Early aggression though. Rogue Pie on this year. As we do see again the same type of build from Roski. Oh, hard Stepdad being picked out. That's just the nature of Morgan Le Fay. You jump in, you exhaust all your escape options, and now you see a Morgan Le Fay and the Ravana in your face. Although speaking of in your face, it's a Ymir. Ymir might fall. He does.
But Roski needs to be careful because he's not level 3. Oh,
great, good jump. Yeah, you just
I thought he got. I thought you got the mark and the one, but never mind. He's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. Why? He's facing a Ravana. You almost have to get anything that lets you get out easier because either you're gonna die. As it does see, again, it's a early game aggression is the name of the game. Minions, but this time it's all localized and entirely everywhere except that solo lane. Although Kyber's low, not Kyber, Roski's low, and he jumps out and escapes. This is just Hoi, an extremely safe god. He goes up for a long time, and with Noah Wheelish available to pull you, that's able to be really good. Good stun from Roski. As we see. Although that's Rogue Pie with a mannequins. That's mannequins.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about it, but you already beat me to it. But
Hawk's low from it, so it works. Roski just missing a singular auto. If he hit the first auto, that would have killed him. And Big P getting muffin. That's just unfortunate. You hate to see it, especially if you're a Hell's Minions fan. Although we do see the Ravana going low, well, going out low, but going into the tower, as we do see the tankiness. He took a lot of damage. He has mitigations up the wazoo, and especially for early game damage, you're not going to be able to do much to him.
Yeah, I mean, again, we do see Asian going with the same build path, but at the same time, it's just like we're going up against Hell. There's not much you can do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, you're just standing there and you can't do nothing. Like, and I feel like stepdad needs to realize, hey, Asian can't do anything against this Hell. I feel like they need to focus this Hell down as much as possible. But at the same time, you can't let LaFay get ahead either. But I mean, it looks like Big P already has 2 kills over, excuse me, Muffin. So it's gonna be a little rough.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be rough. As we do see Tarsifdad finally taking over to level 5. They look for something, maybe aggression on that red buff, but the red buff's down. It's going to be interesting. As I believe that is backing Crow. We do see Bargain Bunch look tear their whatchamacallit, their camp, their damage camp. It was right there. They do get that red buff. What do you think about this? The game state is not looking good for Bargain Bunch.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. Oh, I mean, I feel like you definitely have to shut down Ken Spanda. I mean, you see, they already took T1 tower. I think 3 minutes in the game. That's not good. Especially this early in the game. It's fine, but it's just like Asian has to play back so far now. While Kyber,
Yeah, that's just older. You can't take a 1v. It's not going to look good, although good flicker from Muffin. But that's not going to be enough. Big P did have two more shots, and he hits the other 2. Do you see, although, again, back to the conversation that before all this chaos happened, I did want to talk about. Roski's on that same build that he was using last game on the Cupid, except now on Hoi. How do you feel about this?
I mean, he could really use every build that you can throw at him, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like Sunburst would have been really good with Transcendence, just to have he hit a little bit harder. I think you give this up. To be honest, there's no way of contesting, but I feel like they could shut down this Ganesh right here.
They could definitely try. Good heal, and there's nothing. Sunburst being used. Dharmic Pillars also being used. Honestly, good ults, but Kyber's here, and oh my god! Hard Stepdad's almost down, but Kyber might have stepped too far. Roski picking up but his first kill of the game.
For some reason in my head, great rotation from Asian, but it's not enough to do anything on this play.
Yeah, it's interesting if they win it. Asian not using ult at all. He finally does. There's the Ravana ult being used. Chase from Crow. He's low. Ymir having heal, and Crow falls. Solo for jungle. I mean,
yeah. I mean, this helps Stepdad, get ahead now. I mean, Crow's kind of down, but I mean, and this Hell's just gonna look huge. But another engagement in the mid lane.
Yeah, there's the fire stance being used. Although Rogue Pie is low, he might just escape. He does. Ymir isn't hurt. He is just very, very sore.
Yeah, you definitely got to hold your breath for that one. But it's really weird that we do see Ganesh going your typical support build, Sentinels into Thieves, while Rogue is going into Mannequins. I believe this is gonna be a Void Stone, so this is it's questionable. But hey, I mean, listen, I'm really questioning this Mannequins.
Look, yeah. Ymir really wants to make sure
Listen,
Cards.
in Rogue Pie we trust, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, it's gonna be rough because he really doesn't have any protections. I mean, yeah, he's gonna have health and power, but if you're gonna be fighting against this Lefay, and especially with this 3v3 in mid, you're just gonna get blown up every single time.
Yeah, you really are. Although
Mm.
good axe from Roski. It's gonna
Ooh,
not from Roski to Roski.
Kyber.
Kyber. Names are hard. I'm just Gorsh Mickey. These names are confusing. But Roski is low, sticking around, trying to farm up and heal up. As we do see a fight approaching, and there's those Dharmic Peelers. That's just unfortunate. He was stuck in those pillars, although there is someone in the jaws of the hard stepdad, but it was a Ganesh. Unfortunate axe hitting, but the follow-up misses. How unfortunate.
I mean, it's just really weird that we see Ken's Panda making a rotation, but Asians trying to catch up. But I mean, this Gopher is gonna go for Hell's Minions.
Yeah, that goes real easily, and when give up your lane temporarily for one rotation, that lets someone get ahead, and that gives them another.
Yeah, I mean, this is rough for Muffin because he still hasn't even finished whatever item he's building.
I don't think he's going to be able to.
Yay, Big P. He's looking a little too good on this Morgan Le Fay.
Yeah, he's spicy like a piece of pie. As well, like pizza, not pizza, but pizza. It's Muffin.
Listen, we're moving on. We're moving on.
We're moving on.
We're
Okay.
moving on.
Okay. All right.
Moving on. That's just a little too much.
All right.
But yeah,
much.
dude, look, we see
He
Muffin
finished
finish Chronos Points and T2 Soul Gem. Yeah, you should have backed long time ago, my friend.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah,
I mean, but I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be a little rough. I feel like Fenrir is definitely gonna struggle a little bit hard again with this hell. Once this Kitten Spanish starts running into these team fights, it's gonna be you're gonna have to single out as Kitten Spanish into these team fights so she can't cleanse anybody. But at the same time, you don't want Ganesh using Dharmic Pillars on you either.
Yeah, that's shield of regrowth on the Kitten's Panda, but that's interesting. 4K gold lead is on the side for Hell's Minions, but shield of regrowth is an interesting pick. Beads being used.
Oh, you could have killed him
on Crow using that ult. As speaking of ultimates, Ymir is here. He gets the freeze and the kill. Ganesha is looking to something. We do see our stepdad trying to leave. How unfortunate the Dharmic Pillars was used.
Yeah, I feel like he should have gone the other way around, in my opinion. But I mean, but at the same time, Ganesh would have blocked you off on that way. Ken Spanner would have just burst you down, especially with Big P on the Fae. I mean, already has cooldown 30%, mind you, and with a little bit of percentage pin as well. So it's gonna be a big yikes for me, my friend.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough as they once again, just like last match, pick up that Pyromancer after they picked up the Gold Fury. Not as immediate. Sure, but still, that's a real short amount of time as Hell's Minions is once again in a great position. Roski is definitely being threatened by an Uller. He was spotted out. As we're going to see Kyber maybe get some aggression, although he is marked. Good axe! And the arrow missing. How unfortunate. As we do see Big P low, no anti on the side of Hell's Minions. Was unfortunate, although there is a Fenrir Dharmic Pillars being used. Big P is shut down.
Yeah, I mean that's really huge for Stepdad, but now we see Kyber rotating into these team fights.
This is what happened last game. As hard stepdads here, Beads being forced out, Asian being picked out. by both Kins Panda and Crow. Hard stepdads, like is.
Oh.
Here's not Kins Panda Roski. Kins Panda is here though, as we do see Crow getting the kill on you, pressuring Muffin as he's under that tier 1 just as a is. Although the aggression might just dissipate.
Hello.
Oh,
There's a
no,
hell
it
in the
no,
back
it
line.
won't.
Hello.
There's a hell here.
Just turn on the hell.
Just they're definitely trying to kill the hell. They need to clear these minions. That is what's doing a lot. As we do see Kins Panda getting a kill. That's just unfortunate. And those minions are gonna continue doing so much to that tower. That's just unfortunate. That was a wave of arrows just on the tower, so and that hell was there the entire time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that was just a lack of confidence coming out from Bargain's bunch right there in that mid fight. Muffin didn't know what to do in that situation. Overall, it was a little messy. Hopefully, it gets cleaned up as the game goes on into the later stages. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't like this build path on the run. Yeah, it's cooldown, but you just don't have any percentage spend. I feel like you need to get I feel like you definitely got to get Divine because with Morgan's Sigil Mastery, she gets percentage health back, especially going up against because of Hell as well. So, especially with Kit and Panda rotating as much as they are right now. Yeah, dude. I feel like this third slot should be a Divine.
Yeah, it definitely should. As we do see Hell Minions trying to pick up the Gold Fury. As we do see
This is Oni.
This is not all that gold. This is all being used by Bargain. Budget is picked up. How huge! And that is a real unfortunate game pause. Look at.
We're giving away to Bargain Bunch, all right? I'm just kidding. No,
yeah. Bargain Bunch won. End the stream. Come.
But I feel like this is a huge turning point for the Bargain Bunch, because now you get Oni. They're going to push up these lanes. I feel like they could probably do a little FG fire dance and maybe even try to get it for themselves and try to put this the ball back into the court.
Yeah, as we do see the game being unpaused. As we see there, hearts again, it's huge, as you were saying. An Oni Fury can change a game, and they're now only 6K down, and 6K 15 minutes in.
Listen, I can understand that pause. I'm pretty sure Stepdad's like, yo, get out of my camps. Go get your own camps. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah. I feel Stepdad's frustration. No, but I mean, this could probably be. I'm hoping this could be a deciding factor or turnaround for this game. But with as much as well as Big P is on this LFA and Kid Spend on the Hell, it just looks like Bargain Bunch doesn't have an answer just yet until maybe someone gets some anti-heal. Maybe even Kershon wouldn't be so bad either.
Yeah, as we do see Crow using that ult to get away, and Blink too. He was just leaving. He was committed. He was saying, "I'm going, I'm leaving. I gotta go." He had to walk his goldfish.
Yeah, I mean, Stepdad is now level 12. Unfortunately, Rookpie is nowhere near yet, so it's gonna. I hope this is a curse song from Rookpie in the second relic slot, because I mean, again, there looks like some anti-heal is about to be built from 3 of the members of Bargain Bunch.
Yeah, that almost has to be Brawlers from Stepdad. It almost has to be Pestilence, as there's a fight breaking out. That's a 2v4. Now a 2v5. You're not taking that.
I mean, it was just some chunky boys fighting another chunky boy. All right, let them try to find something.
Let them duke it out. Come on, they're bored. As we do see Atomic Hawk having the great battle with Totem of Poo. I think.
This is insane, dude. 42, 42.
Oh my
42.
god.
Oh, 7.
Holy, he gets it. He gets the Totem of Poo.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyways, let's just Rogue, I am so I'm so frustrated with you right now. I mean, I get why. I get why you're going to minion, but I prefer solve, my guy. Increase healing overall, HP 5. This is really a selfish build path, especially this early. Um, I don't know. It's really questionable.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. So we do see Hellsman picking up another Pyromancer. There's two Pyromancers and a gold free for them. They are 6k gold ahead still. My bad, only 5.8 gold. As we do see there's that significant dip. I am trying to figure out where that spike was. Do you have any theories?
If anybody knows, please let me know because I'm trying to figure out what hell's minions
Tell
done to
them.
just. Uh
Yeah. Oh, the rogue's low
oh.
as he gets picked.
Overshot.
That's unfortunate. Hail arrows from Kyber does connect, as that makes this fight now a 4v5. As we do see Hoi Yi down, ult from Kyber. There is the Suns crashing down. As we do see, there's a great fight. Atomic Hawk low, Crow kind of low, Big P kind of low. You gotta go in there. There's no shot you don't. As we do see Fire Stance Merlin has held doing a tiny bit, but again, there is now just one member extremely low, but you can get a pick. Rogue Pie's coming back, so getting this pick is going to be huge. Although it's Asian is Roski getting the kill on Big P. It's Asian falling though, and it's Kyber out. As I think beautiful axe, we're not going to see Kyber fall. But here's Stepdad. He has to be looking towards something, and it's nothing he's gonna get. We see a fight being turned around. Rogue Pie's here again. Just fight this. It's yeah, you might have numbers. I'm not sure. Although good discipline, as we do see. There is a Ganesh ult. Merlin, as we do see Stepdad fall. Here is Crow. Roski's low. They're gonna escape. Good wall, but we're gonna see Kyber jump over it as Ganesh just walks out of there. Now, that was a unfortunate.
I just think it was funny during that whole engagement. We did see Kyber try to axe Roski, but he axed Rogue Fight on the cross fadeaway, which was funny in my opinion. But yeah, man, it looked like Bargain Butch had the advantage. I mean, the Ganesh was low, I believe Kyber was low, and they just let him back and let Hell heal them. It's just like I guess no visions or words anywhere to know what the health bar was. But then again, I mean, they don't have Hell either, so they couldn't really sustain into the jungle. And it looks like Asian doesn't even know that they're on FG right now.
Well, they get FG for free. No vision on it, except it's just there's Stepdad way too late. He hears it and he's like, oh well, I have to go. Muffin has to be yelling at Kyber and comms right now, like, why the heck did you just leave a singular small minion?
I mean, yeah, might as well. I mean, that's another timer buff that you cannot get a big.
But his own team did it.
Oh,
Asian did it, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate. But it looks like
that's unfortunate. Two backs, but that may just be good ult from Asian, making some disruption. As we do see, making people back out. That dissipates the frenzy. That is huge. That is a good defense. Committing a singular ult for frenzy?
Yeah.
And Stepdad may be committing his life for a KO for Hell's minions. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate.
I mean, he's got the Invader's Curse.
Yeah, Invader's Curse huge. Although we do see Atomic Hawk low, good Suns being crashed down. Although Crow is in that back line, not able to do too much. They got to stay in this Phoenix line. Asian, you are leaving the day. You Stepdad saying like, oh, you want to come back in? No one does. Although Stepdad is low. They do not have the Hell, and they do not have Fire Giant. As we do see
Yeah, I mean, I can understand why Hell's Minions want this Rise at Phoenix, but there's just so much gold left still on the map. I mean, there's two T2s now. There's one. Go Fury's up. You might as well just strip their whole camps and back and spin the gold and push either what one of these lanes down.
Yeah, although Atomic Hawk did get, yeah, there's looks like they just commit, I believe, nothing. Good on them. Atomic Hawk is low. Big P is also low, although Atomic Hawk just going to escape. I believe that may just be tier 2 falling there. Crow. That's 3 ults used from the side of Hell's Minions, although they do have Fire Giant, as we do see Hard Stepdad going in, and they may just get the kill on Atomic Hawk, and that's one less member without Fire Giants.
Yeah, I mean, you saved the Phoenix. You stopped their aggressions because now they can't push. I wouldn't be surprised if, well, never mind.
Rogue's low, and Rogue falls. That's unfortunate. That is, yeah, he just walked straight into them and said, "I am not letting go of W." And well, he did just that. Although Hard Stepdad's low too, and unfortunate. That's 2 kills off of a kill on Atomic Hawk. Now, it's all right if Rai falls there. He's the support. You also got their support. It's not good.
I mean,
any means, but it's all right.
At this point, Rogue Fight just needs to stop trying to do any aggression because he's so far in the level. He's level 12, 23 minutes in. He's got Magi's Cloak. I mean, I feel like at this point, I mean, yeah, you have like another safety, but I don't know what Rogue can do. I mean, I feel like maybe he should get Emperor's Armor to increase the attack speed to mitigate
Emperor's Armor from Atomic Hawk. Yeah.
I mean, why not? But
you gotta do something.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, Rogue just needs to just be careful, really. I mean, try to split wave as much as possible with whoever. I mean, you might as well just leech this whole mid wave to yourself. Something that gets you back up and close to being a little bit more tanky and healthier.
Yeah, you definitely do. As we do see, mid is quite close, unlike last game. Although Muffin still does not have a kill in this set. He is not 2 levels, 3 levels behind. He's only a singular level behind, and only about a tier of an item behind. Now that item is Tahuti, to what I'm guessing is a Soul Reaver, so it's only about 100 gold difference. And I don't know his exact gold is, as it seems he is 3k gold behind.
Yeah, I mean,
both
items are really expensive.
Yeah, both items are really expensive. He throws his little boy.
I wouldn't hate Spare Magnus, to be honest, to like reduce some of the Hell's Minions, like, I guess protection wise, where they can blow them up, but Rogue is giving me heart attack.
Rogue got his bubble popped. He just kind of stands there like, hey, I'm gonna be free. Great ult by Crow, even better ult by Atomic Hawk. Big P falls, but so does Crow. They need to leave real fast.
Oh, what a flicker.
The ult and beats from Kyber. Hard Stepdad here, as we do see a disengage from Bargain Bunch. There is no, they are chasing. Blinks out. There's might not be any. CK Panda getting the kill, and there is the good old frenzy. Popped. Phoenix is down, although Atomic Hawk being cleansed. He is with his team. You can't take that fight. Fire is up. You have to. If you're Bargain Bunch, you're going straight to fire, no matter what. Because if they get it, you're losing. If they don't, you may not lose. So they're making the best play that they can by trying to take it, to try and do anything. Because that's what needs to happen. Although it does seem Hell's Minions is baiting it, as Atomic Hawk back baiting. As
I mean,
Rokai
Ganesh
in
can
there,
easily dash through
he
these as
might
well.
be just in too deep. Nope, never mind. Okay. Rokai able to escape, although Kitten's Panda is trying to loop around. Crow, he might get the kill on Kittens. Kittens is low. They have to go. Oh, they just don't even care about it. Araski might just jump, trying to commit on Pizza. He does. Big P kill in a row. Muffin
Pizza.
dies. As
Who's Pizza?
Pizza,
Oh,
what?
oh.
Muffin.
I'm over here like, yo, who's Pizza? Hello, I'm hungry now. But I was like, wait, what? Uh, I'm sorry, man. I haven't had dinner yet. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's just Bargain Bunch are trying to do something, but at the same time, they're getting picked out for it, trying to find something as well. Um, I don't know. It's really rough to see what they can do. But hey, let's just have a little
Hey,
shuffle. I,
yeah,
I
yeah,
love
just
this dance by Kazimbo.
yeah,
I'll be
yeah,
honest with
yeah.
you.
Because Kuzumbo has the best dance. He's just trying to
I
get
kind of
some
like
more
Tears as
down.
well.
Yeah,
Tears is pretty good
Tears a
too.
good dance. It's a bit of
I think
fighting.
you give that up, Asian. Yeah, you can't clear
Asian back to dancing.
that.
Oh, and he runs out of there. Oh, wait, never mind. He runs back up. Look at him.
But yeah, I
He's trying to
mean,
find a good pace to dance.
I'm kind of. I kind of.
Oh,
Whoa.
that's yep. Fire being done. It's gonna be.
And no
Yeah,
one knows.
it's burned. They, what's been Bargain Bunch's downfall is the fact that they just are nowhere near Fire Giant. Whenever it's up, Crow looking for something. And able to get the kill on Asian. That is now a 4v5 against a full team with Fire Giant. That's you just what are you gonna do? You need to make something, and you need to do it real fast before they literally everything. But Phoenix already down to half, and it's only Muffin and Pie. Pie now going into the ults, and he just dies. That's unfortunate.
I mean, a rogue tried to blink in, try to get them, but like, here you got two beads, but that's not enough, man. I mean, House can
That's
easily
not
just
enough if you're
cleanse.
trying to, preserve your game.
Yeah.
Although Muffin going in there, he flickers out as he should, but that isn't going to stop anything Dharma Killer's being used in trapping him, and I have a feeling this is game with Frenzy Pop, 29 minutes, 29 seconds. Bargain Bunch takes the win. As we do...
Yeah, I mean, that's just a very dominant game from Hell's Minions. I feel like from here on out, if you're going to go up against Hell's Minions, I feel like you got to ban Uller and Hell.
Yeah.
From here on out, I mean, they're both meta, so you might as well just get rid of them. But at the same time, that leaves other other meta picks as well. But excuse me. But we do see Hell's Minions take the 2 over Bargain's Bunch. I mean, just overall great performance from Hell's Minion. Dominant from both games. Bargain Bunch, on the other hand, they still got a lot of work to do, in my opinion.
Yeah, they really, really do. Rogue Pie just didn't look good at all. He had a good game one, and he had a really good early game. It was just it's just unfortunate how it played out. I honestly think it was just improvements can be made. Although Rogue Pie, he, like I said, had an incredible early game. He looked so good on this Ymir early, and he did do some work. He did get a kill, and he had 7 assists.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, I feel like I guess he was trying to test out something. Unfortunately, I feel like you just need to go your traditional support builds, build for the team, auras, and whatnot. But I mean, other than that, that's fine. But I feel like you just need to work it on.
Yeah, you really do. Well, that has been it from Panda Bear Ash and Juicy Jimmy. This was the Reap Smite League. Hope you all enjoyed it, and make sure to tune in for our next match, which is Friday at 6 p.m. EST. It's definitely going to be good. We'll see you guys later. Have a nice night.